Today, I want to talk about something that has been lingering in my mind, which is the how to say entitled to be normal. I had discovered it like just the past few days, and I just realized I like being normal. And being normal, it means that you do not have any identity on things externally or internally. Yeah, it means that when you are around people, or when you are in, like, let's say, in social media, so you're not trying to be someone else or to be a type of a person, and you're just literally living. And yeah, I have no idea if you understand. I just like yapping on anything, just doesn't relate to each other, to anything. It's like, you know but that's a good thing about having this channel. I would able to discover and connect with all the ideas that I have in my mind and bring it out, so I can actually see it in a bigger picture. Yeah, because I think we all has watched a lot of things, information from the internet, and it is something that we also cannot ignore it, or cannot um, cannot avoid it. And that's okay. At least you make sure that you're balancing how much that you receive from the knowledge that you receive from the internet. So back to the thing that I wanted to talk about is in being entitled to be a normal person. Yeah, it is not easy, of course, because as a person we have our ego. Like, we want to be this, we want to be that, of course. Let's say we want to be seen as someone who are strong, we want to be seen as someone who are independent, not something that we are vulnerable of, like we are depending on other people, or we are afraid, we are embarrassed, we don't want to be seen like this person. Like, sometimes we just don't look cute, and we just look very messy. Yeah, I hope you get it. Yeah, but in a way, if you try to actually stop fighting for it, like you just be yourself, actually it's quite entitled, because now when you see yourself that you're not this kind of person that trying to be so perfect, and people also can get a vibe that they will be comfortable with you. Like, I can start to trust you, I can just be myself. Whoever am I, and sometimes I'm just crazy, and that's totally fine, and sometimes you are just kind and and that's good, you know. Like you don't have to put yourself in a box of who you should be, and that's great. Yeah, I mean, like myself, um, I always have a difficult time to fit in a box where I do things to be perfect. I do things to get fit, and my intention or my view of what my purpose is always like long term kind of things. Like, let's say, if I want to do something, I always do it like for being healthy, for being for experiencing or getting to know ideas, learning. This is something that I'm looking forward to, which is I not usually talk it to a person. I think it would be a very not unacceptable, but it's not really a norm in social connection. But basically, I'm just this boring person, if I would say, who am I, right? Yeah. So that's why I find a solitude in mostly in silence, because I just don't know. Like in my mind, when I see people around me, it was like, it's wonderful that people have this characteristic, and yeah, you if you want to be this flirtatious kind of person, yeah, good for you, because I am not sure I am that kind of person, and if you're still that kind of a person, just enjoy your time until it lasts. Yeah. I think in another way also, not just the kind of things, but I know because I experienced these things when I was young. So I was in an Airbnb. So I met a lady who is from, I don't remember where she's from, but I think she's from Israel. And we were just talking to each other, and I say like, I have like dates after this, and she was like, it was very nice of you that you're actively dating. Because what I know about her, she's a ballet dancer, and when she kind of support me on like things that like it is not something that we can open about, because um, people will say like something that is like trying to give advice or anything, but she just basically just listen to me, that what I'm doing, and anything is just everything is acceptable. Yeah. So being normal, it means that it is something that you also have to control yourself. Like be patient. In some certain situation, when you meet a person, you need to understand whether at least a little generally where that person come from, and understand what is the limit of what you can show about yourself. Like, let's say I'm a person who are deep thinker, so I'm not gonna talk things deeply to this type of person. And if the person says something that I understand that is not really how I think, how I view, like they view, I'll just listen. I don't say that I disagree or I agree. And it's kind of privilege, or I'm sorry, it's not entitled, but privilege. It's kind of a privilege to just join in the conversation, I guess. Just being like you are normal, and in that way also you can also protect your peace. And that's totally fine. But there is a cons on what you're doing. I know this is gonna happen, but I've learned to practice boundaries. Like, let's say if you're not speaking about yourself, that person will have a defensive moment where they kind of pointed out, like, I think something's wrong with you. Like, it's not like they're gonna direct on you, but they kind of feel like very uncomfortable because you're not speaking up about yourself now. Like, and it was not your fault. It's actually that person unable to feel comfortable, not comfortable. They just have like a fear of being vulnerable. Like, yeah, fear, whatever fear they have, but it's not come from you. And if something that kind of like stepping up, well, it's okay to silence, to do whatever that protect your peace, because you're not in fault in this. So yeah, it's a happy topic, I know, for today. And I don't know, I think life generally is very hard, so there is always positive on every negative things that we face. So what we can do is just live and exist